practice go today, Coach?
It was good. A lively practice. There was a little bit of back and forth kind of in the crossover periods between the offense and defense. The offense got a couple, the defense got a couple. But really good effort on both sides of the ball. And then we'll clean up kind of the mental mistakes, game plan issues, add a couple, take out a couple, and go from here.
Coach, having a rivalry game, the fans consider it a rivalry, but you have always been a one game at a time guy. How do you mesh those things, two things together, rivalry and one game at a time?
Well, like I said the other day, I certainly get it, the nature of the rivalry, having grown up here and understand, all that goes into that. But like I said, our best part of that is to have great preparation. And our contribution to the rival is to show up as ready, willing, and able as we can. And hopefully we've done that in practice, and we'll continue to meet and practice and tighten things up before the game starts.
Coach, you have talked a lot about how important practice is and how well you guys practice. How do you make it so the guys enjoy practice and do come wanting to perform?
Yeah, you change up things, once in a while. You change up drills. I think our guys love to compete, and that's all part of it. In our practices, we don't show up and just do the same drill day after day after day. Part of that is recruiting, and making sure that you get the right guy that is kind of buy into our system. And then part of that is reading guys here and there of when you do a little less of this, a little more of that, and just that interplay is something that's always ongoing.
And several players have said that you guys' practices are harder than games. You're more tired.
Absolutely.
And that's by design.
Absolutely. We want to get as far as we possibly can out of our comfort zone in every way, mentally, physically, emotionally, because in the game there's going to be some high anxiety situations that we want to be ready for, and you're never going to get as good as you possibly can be if you just show up, and if we all showed up and stayed exactly the same. That's not what we want. We don't want anybody on our team to show up and go, hey, thanks for coaching me to stay exactly how I started. And part of that is mentally, part of that is physically, part of that's emotionally, part of that's just working a guy, O'Shea Dunmore, getting a guy into multiple positions, a guy like DeAnthony, a guy like Josh Huff, just pushing their envelope as much as possible to kind of find out what you have.
Earlier in the week, you said Washington is playing defense much differently. How so?
Just kind of and I think it's again by design of how they have some versatile athletes. They're playing a few more kind of front coverage combinations than they have in the past. There's a couple more groups than they've had in the past. Kind of a quick 4-down group, a big 4-down group, a nickel group. Those kind of things. And then they just do a really good job of game planning. Of trying to defeat the protections or the schemes of the offense of the opponent.
Mark, obviously based on record ranking, how they performed last week, this appears to be by far the best team we've played this year. Can you tell that on tape, or?
Yeah, I think that's a fair statement.
Yeah.
I think certainly the most complete team we've played. They've got a lot of big, fast, talented guys, and their schemes have changed to I think accentuate that athleticism and some of their skill guys. So yeah, I think that's a fair statement.
Does it look like the best Washington team we've seen in the last 5 years?
I don't know.
You don't know yet?
Probably, yeah, probably. The last 5 years, yeah.
We have one more. Mark, Coach has to do something else.
Are you guys close to making a determination on DeAnthony's playing status for this weekend? Will he play?
We aren't close to anything. Yeah. Thanks.